I view ProLon as a water fast with supplements. And part of it, this is being my 5th day on it. This is going to be my last day on it. I'm getting another oil pill and the vitamin supplement. The L drink, which I already put it in there. The L drink to protect my proteins in my body. And the 5th day is just as bad as the 3rd day, which is roughly 690 calories. I'll get a little bit more from the oil of this, but for practical purposes, 690 calories. That's not a whole lot of calories. And there's the Alba, the oil, soup, the vitamin, the cracker, and one of the soups that you have to cook for a while. They're delicious. I really like these soups when you cook them for a while. And I did not make my tea, but the first thing I'll do after I finish reading is start my tea, and then the second tea. And to help my electrolytes, I'm using this water for today, and just I like it. And the menu for those who need it, but a guy on a 4th cycle doesn't need it, and instruction about how to treat the package. Day 4 went well, and I'm starting day 5. Beginning to get a little tingle in my feet. If you listen to my 4th cycle, where I came in already in a keto state and already in autophagy, I'm not in that state. I mean, cycle 3 really was good. I came into it really well, and I have a tiny keto high. I don't have that high of cycle 3 where I came in really in a super keto state. I went into 5 unexpectedly because I had the fog from Hurricane Ian. You know, that fog, I could, no, it's terrible when you could see the difference in your own mind. The fog is slowly lifting. It's not lifting as much as I'd like it. Last night, I was with a female friend. I took her out the shelter. I repaired her place well enough that she doesn't have to stay in the shelter anymore. And she told me how everybody in the shelter is talking about, they have mold in the house. So the discussion mold came up. And guys, I have swallowed blue mold. I have swallowed gray mold. I have swallowed gray-blue mold. I have swallowed black mold while working on different people's places. I would actually be cleaning the mold. At first I didn't think about it. I didn't wear masks, and when I had to go to they have a medical clinic set up, and that's where I got my tetanus shot. When I fell and bled a lot, then I went there and they dressed the wound. And when I worked on somebody's place and with a blue-gray mold, I started developing chest pain. not like a heart attack. So you know it's not a heart attack. It's just aggravation to the chest. So I swallowed a lot of mold. And while talking with her, I said to myself, I'm in autophagy. And autophagy is actively, aggressively killing the mold. So my body is in a state of low protein, and it needs protein. So it's going around, it's destroying weak blood cell, white blood cell, the old ones. It's destroying folded protein in my feet. It's destroying it. But now it's destroying mold that's inside my body. I have mold in my body. I have mold in my blood. I have mold in my lungs. And my body, under autophagy, is actively going after the mold. I am really, really seriously considering opening up another ProLon box and doing a 10-day fast. And if my 70-year-old body feels as good as it is now, then tomorrow I will start with a new ProLon box, and I will start a 10-day fast. I don't know. You never can tell. It's how I feel tomorrow. I just don't know how day 5 is going to go. Day 4 went well. I hope day 5 goes well, and I hope I can start a 10-day ProLon fast. Just because of the mole. I didn't think about it. I just didn't think that. We just sat there, and I just remember when I worked in her place, I was cleaning the blue-gray mold. I was sucking up those spores as I cleaned. Her place is as best as I could do it this time. There's more work I have to do in her place. She's gonna have to pay for a grinder with a suction bag. That's the only way I'm going to do that job, because it's all the spurs on the surface are cleaned with peroxide, with Clorox, with the best I can. But if you look in the grains of the wood, I could see there's still gray mold in it, but it's probably dead. I mean, I left Clorox. You get Clorox wipe, and I left them on it to kill the spurs. So I wiped them as best I can, but inside the grain of the wood, I'm gonna have to grind it. I don't have a grinder like that, and I'm not in a super hurry to do that. But I'll grind it, and then I'll seal the wood for her. But that's a project later. I mean, I am actively working on this. Like I said, my feet started buzzing this morning for the first time, and I think the damage that I did to my feet from working 12 hours a day on ladders, and I think that it's beginning to lift a little. So everything's positive. I'm going to start the day.